Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome. My name is Desmond Brooks, and I'm your co-host. And today we have co-host,
Lauren Brooks.
co-owner slash co-owner Lauren Brooks of
Express Social.
Express Social.
And welcome to the process.
Welcome to the process. I like to describe Lauren as the social part of Express, because if you know me, you know I'm not very social, and if you know her, we know she is very social.
Yeah, and you're definitely the Express. You have a turnaround time of like seconds in comparison to most creatives, where I'm getting there. I have 4 days,
Couple years ago, let's go with a couple years ago, when I went up to the North Shore with my big brother Alex Bingus and our Hawaiian brother that he met in the parking lot at Costco. I did a long blog documentary style, and that took me, I was like, 25-minute long, and it took me like a couple hours to get it done, but it was still pretty fast. But other than that, how's your day? How has your day been?
My day's been good. It's been moving and grooving.
Grooving and moving.
Moving and grooving and moving.
There we go.
How's your day?
My day has been very eventful.
Yeah?
Yeah, very eventful. I woke up, but let's talk about our process. Tell us about how Express Social came about.
Well, Express Social is here because we are both creatives that are partners in life and then decide to become partners in business. And you have a very creative background, and I had a creative background with a more 9-to-5 structured job, finance area background.
Yeah.
And I lost my job, and you being my life partner was not wanting to ever see me in some of the rare forms that you did. And Express Social came to us one evening when we were talking about how we want to be able to serve our community with our skills that we have at an affordable rate for small businesses, because we both strongly believe that if we're serving our community with a better quality product and we're helping them be more visual online, then the money will be spent back into the community, and we're making progress for some sort of change, even if it's just helping one like small business owner just stay afloat and not have to close the doors of their business. That's helping a family.
Indeed.
And bada bing, bada boom.
Here we are.
We have developed Express Social over the past 3 beautiful years. I mean, a lot has changed on what we thought we were going to do. Not really, a little bit. Our purpose has always been the same.
Oh, yeah.
We stay true to our purpose.
Yes, I agree with you on that.
I just think the services and finding structure as a business owner is what's changed.
Yes. The one thing I would say when it comes to Express Social, and you can baffle me on this or shut me down on this, but I think what makes us so unique is that with every individual or every business that we work with, it is catered to uniquely to them.
Yes.
It's not, yes, we do video, yes, we do photography, yes, we do all these digital things that can help a business stand out, but it's not recyclable. It's not like you wouldn't know who our clients are if we don't showcase them, right? Because when it comes to our clients, we are about our clients. If you see our clients, you're not going to see our clients and Express Social. We are part of our clients when we are with our client, we represent our client
yeah, we stay true to our brand in the integrity of holding the brands we work with at their own level.
Yes.
We don't try to overpower them ever.
Yes.
As Express Social, and it's something that we both do with purpose in the connections that we grow with each business that we help. We want to understand the business, to understand their needs, to tailor their services for them. Because also, we don't believe in the cookie cutter. If anything has been learned in the past 2 years of this panoramic we're in,
It has been a very.
It is that
It
you have
is.
to
It is.
adapt,
It
like
is.
crazy. Like you just got to be able to go with it and like flow and stuff. And so like to try to sell a cookie cutter package to each business is just not going to work because like each business has such different obstacles right now.
Yep. Even though at the end of the day, yes, a lot of us, a lot of the businesses need like their online presence needs to be impeccable, or they need to be on the same platform as your regular individuals. Like the work is different per business, per individual.
Yeah, and then the
Um,
purpose of this podcast is just to share the free information with people so like they can do it themselves because again like that's what Express Social is. It's wanting to empower the people to have a small business and know that you can do it. And,
you can do it.
and you
Yes,
can
you can do it.
do it high quality with reasonable budgets. Like
Yes. Like look at us. Like two regular individuals, right? Like, but as you see us sitting here, like today is what is the date today? It's January 20th,
yes.
right? 2022, and we are inside our third studio, right?
Our third commercial space, baby.
In downtown Minneapolis. Third, 1, 2, 3, not one,
We
not
did
two,
that.
but three, right? And I got a day job that I maintain, but I'm also it is a job I love, right? I get to in my daily life I get to create. I get to create whenever I want to. I get to create with people who are having fun with what they're doing. I get to create partnership with individuals, other businesses that want the help, because I think the difference is wanting to help and receiving it. You know what I mean? Because everybody need help, but not everybody's gonna reach out and be like, "Yes, I want it. Help me, please help me." You know, and I think that's the beauty of what for me is in what we do is that we are able to see that, receive that thank you back. Is like,
Absolutely.
and I wouldn't change it for nothing. I enjoy working with my small business, my individual, my group. Um, yeah, it's fun. So
All right, so then once we came up with the idea, we sat on the couch and the name just popped into my head and I said it and you're like, I love that. Let's go with it. Then what was the process?
you can do. There's two things you can do. You can do a DBA, which is doing business as, or you can incorporate your name as an LLC, which is what mainly everybody do, right? And an LLC, what that does is pretty much separates your personal and your business. It creates that division, right? If you got the money for it, like you go to your state website, and we'll probably put it somewhere down here so
You
you
find
can.
the money for it because
Yes,
it's worth
yes,
it because like
yes,
you have to be protected.
yes.
The difference is huge.
Let me rephrase that. Not if you have it, go find it, right?
Shake those couch
It is,
cushions.
it is, it is, it is a direct order. Go find the money, right? I don't know if the government prices are going up like everything else, but last time we did this, when we did it, the price was around for the DBA was around $50 to $55, I think, and the LLC was $125 to $150. Don't quote me, but I'll put the website in the description so you can check it out. So you can go straight to the source and do it. You don't have to pay no middleman. Yes, there are middlemen out there that can get it done for you, that you can pay an extra fee if you don't want to go through the process yourself, but you don't have to. Also, we are here to help if you need it. You know, always come up, to our office, knock on the door, and we'll be happy to help you with that. After the name, the registration with the state, you are I don't want to say you're good, but you're okay, right? You're okay. That will be the first step. right? To
Yeah.
get you out the door and say, I got a business. Or, right, you got a name, you got your registration. The second thing I would say is either,
What's it?
ooh,
Ooh. Mm.
is between, I would say it's the email, the personalized email. And what do I mean by a personalized email is this: you must have a .com, a website. Doesn't need to be completed. It's just the domain, right? The expresssocial.com. That's the domain, right? Customizable email is, for example, info at mnexpresssocial.com instead of info at gmail.com. The .com automatically makes you more professional. Whether you have something behind your brand or not, creating that, if you're starting communication with potential clients or potential vendors, or if you're looking for a space to rent, right, having that at yourbusinessname.com instead of at Gmail, at Hotmail, at Yahoo, at AOL.com.
Right, instead of
Yep.
expresssocial@gmail.com.
It's, it makes you, it elevates you to a platform, right? It gives you a step ahead of your competitors, right? And that's what you pretty much want to do in business, be one step ahead of your neighbor, right? It's good to be head to head, but if you're one step ahead, like,
So are you saying by like this point though that they should know who they're serving and like their clientele and stuff?
yes, I mean, ideally, by the time you get to your business name and your LLC, right, like, you have an idea of the overall idea of your business, of what you, if you're in the customer service, what you're serving, what service you're doing, right? Whether it's you're cleaning a house, whether you're doing video, photography, you already have somewhat of a structure of the deliverable, right? Like, this is not one day you wake up with you got a business name, you go buy the domain and spend the money on registering the
I know
name
people
just
who
to,
have.
I mean,
I
yes,
mean, that's why
there is
we're
people,
breaking it down.
yeah,
We're breaking it down.
this is the idea behind the process is for people who are gonna, who has the idea but don't
Yes, I know. I
have
was just giving
everything
you a hard time.
they need, to just don't know, they're afraid or don't know those steps because of Uncle Sam, because of the liability issues, because of the insurance, because of whatever.
Because of lack of like seeing it be done.
Yes, but I'm here to tell you, I'm just a regular somebody. I'm a right here, future somebody right there. It's just on the shirt. Future somebody, regular degular dude. Right, I work a 9 to 5. That's it. I work a 9 to 5, but I'm active 24/7. So,
I'm full time this.
but if you're starting a business, those are the essentials. Yes, you will hear things like the EIN number, and stuff like that. Like, we'll get into it, but it is important, but it's not super important
All right, what's the third thing? I feel like
at
we should
that
leave them with three.
beginning stage.
I feel like we should give them the first 3 tasks.
Ooh, the first. Okay, so
So what's
I
the
said
third?
EIN, but so the third would be. The third one would be, and this would fall under once you know who your audience. If you have an audience, right? If you're just
That's why I think like the third thing should be like literally like write out, type up, like put it onto paper, like the idea of your business.
yes, I would say if you got it, if you
Like you get it secure, you make sure the business name is actually
yes,
available. You know
Yes.
that you can run with the business name, it's registered.
Yes.
You have that email
Email.
to make sure that you're like standing out. Again, it's purchased, you have it secured, so you know you can really run with the name.
Yes.
And then I would say is that you need to, like, if you're old school, pen and paper, like you just need to put them into actual words for yourself that you
Yes.
will grow off of.
Yes. A business plan is good, but it's not needed.
Right. It's not
Right.
like
It's not.
in depth. It just needs to be I would say a minimum of like a page of like who you are, what you do, who you're going to serve.
Yep.
And just like
Your price points.
yeah, start building like the bare minimums of the business.
Yep. How soon you go to from reception to deliverable, like that time frame.
I remember sitting on the couch and typing that up with you.
Yep. Right from the time you receive that customer payment to process to checkpoint to deliverable to customer is happy, right? Feedback. Put that all that on paper and follow that 1, 2, secure your name, that .com email, and boom, paper, right? And all that is gonna cost you probably under $300.
Okay, but like prelude for episode number 2.
Prelude for episode number 2.
When you are thinking of your name, are we in a time where like it is so important to go to Facebook and Instagram and see how easy it would be to get a handle that would incorporate your name in some point? Because remember, we did that. Is it? Hoo-hoo. Let's talk about it.
I mean,
No, episode number 2.
ooh,
You can't answer yet.
That's
We gotta make them come back.
See, like, I am ready. I am ready. See, like, I just want to go off. That's a good question.
Okay, fine. We can finish the episode with that question. What is your feelings? Because we know my feelings. I am the social part of it. I think if you cannot be represented correctly on social media, like, there's no point of it. My advice would be, like, make sure you have a handle that can incorporate your business name. Like, it's not an oversaturated. What would you say?
Ha. I would say don't. It's not for me. I would say it's not. It's not important, and as right, it can go. It can go. It can go either way.
So could most of America, but how do you feel?
Yeah, but it's like with the logo thing. It's not the logo is not important unless your brand is built around that logo, right? Like Nike entire right brand is the logo. It's a check. Anywhere you see that.
But a logo is always
Oh, it's what?
important.
No, it's not.
What type of business doesn't need a logo?
I'm not.
They can use like a Times Roman 12 font.
Keyword need. Every business need a logo to
Okay, what business
an
can be
extent.
successful with a logo that is like Times Roman 12, boring font of just the name of the business?
Any business.
Interesting.
Any business. Remember, the business is the
So
customer.
the courtroom, I would object.
The business is the customers and the people who run the business, not the logo or what people see. Unless, again, right, at the end of the day, you want everything you do to come back to that image, right? That logo.
But I think attention spans are getting so short in modern day that if you have a logo that a brain doesn't even register.
Okay, again, this is how you stand out, right? You got 7+ billion people in the world, and 6 of them are doing the exact same thing, right? That 1 billion that is not doing is the successful billion people that are feeding the next the other six. So you want to be in the six or you want to be in the one? That's a choice you have to make, right? You make it based on what you see or what you want to do. I mean, you think about that, right? A handle at the end of the day is if the internet goes down, like it went out a couple months ago,
That was a
right?
good day.
When Instagram, Facebook went down a couple months, like your
Chilled
handle,
at a coffee shop without my phone ringing. It was
your
nice.
your handle is only important if your business is only online. I'm gonna put it like that, right? Like your business is very important if is your handle is very important if your customer has to go online and that's the final destination. You have to make it easier for them to find you if that's the case. But that's just
But like,
my 2 cents. But what? But what? What's a good question? I mean, it is a good question, and it's a
I think in
debatable
modern
question.
day, like, it is a bigger question, and we could sit here for hours and talk. In modern
And
day,
I'm all for it. Yeah.
especially with COVID and like shutdown and stuff, I don't, I don't think like even if your business endpoint isn't online, like you need to be represented online.